Hi everyone. Oh my god, I feel so giddy with this interview. So I hope you guys will enjoy this also. I'm just gonna do it in a light and fun way because I don't want to pressure myself too much because for tonight, this is a special episode, of course. So I don't wanna be serious, just like what I'm doing in the previous lives that I've done with with different queens. So for tonight, I just want to do it in a fun way. I want to interview someone or two people, two credible people in the industry that I know would put a lot of pressure on me because I saw them conduct their interviews. I saw them ask questions to the girls. I saw them everywhere. I mean, when there is pageantry, especially when there is an ongoing one, I mean, it's not ending, right? So I always get to see their posts. I always get to see their interviews with different people, with different queens, with different kings, of course, because gender is not an issue here when it comes to pageantry. So I'm just excited for what's in store for everyone tonight. So thank you so much for joining me. And of course, it's another day that we're in quarantine. So I hope you guys are still safe. I hope you guys are still following the the health and safety protocols. So I hope you guys will also enjoy this video for this evening and this live show. I promise I will do my best to make this a meaningful one and for us to be able to learn to the people that I'm going to be interviewing tonight. So hello everyone. I can see that the viewers are going up. Again, if you guys don't know me, I am Joy Barcoma, and welcome to this special episode of Matters That Matter. So, pasensya na kayo sa tungkil ko. I've read some comments na pinapansin yung tungkil ko. It's because one of the people that I'm gonna be interviewing tonight, ay reyna ng mga tungkil. So, I have to be presentable. And of course, the other person naman is very good when it comes to conducting interviews, very well established when it comes to the pageantry industry. So, I hope that I'm serving them the image that that a queen has to be. So, thank you so much for being with me this evening. So, maraming salamat po. Again, magandang gabi sa ating lahat. And thank you for deciding to spend your Wednesday night, or Thursday night rather, with me. So, maraming salamat po. Girl, oh my god, I think I'm losing my connection, but then I just have to fix this very quickly. But then, before anything else, I just want to thank everyone once again for joining me in here. And of course, I will be introducing my guests for this evening. So my guests are never a nobody in the industry. They are really someone who holds so much power when it comes to commentaries, when it comes to interviews, when it comes to giving advices to the queens. So I hope you guys will enjoy this night. And ladies and gentlemen, I will present to you our guests for this evening. The first one is a lady, a very powerful lady, a very powerful woman, and she is an admin of Titas of Pageantry, a YouTuber, and no other than Tita Lavinia. And of course, the other one is also a YouTuber, a blogger, and a very intelligent, I must say, a very intelligent person. And that is Sir Adam Genato. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on my live Sir Adam and Tita Lavinia. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm still getting all giddy about this interview. So, thank you everyone, and I hope you guys will continue to stay tuned with us this evening. So I'm just inviting them over. Hi, Sir Adam.
Hi!
Hi, Tita.
Hello, saglit lang. Kasi nagkagulo yung mga pusa ko. Ang daming mga hinulog. Wait lang.
Hi.
Nagkanak ako rin.
Hello.
Konting
Ba to? Nag-antay kami ng ilang oras. Tapos, cramming na. Good evening!
Hello po, good evening. Hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala that I have you guys in my live. And this time, ako naman na magtatanong sa inyo. So I still
Patay
cannot
tayo.
believe it.
Oo nga, alam mo si Tita, pero ako,
I won't be asking controversial questions.
Ano klase question naman to? Naloka naman.
What?
Sigurado ka pang tatakbo ka pa ng Miss World Diyos. Baka naman. Sigurado ka ba sa mga pinag-guest mo?
Oo nga.
Like the usual question, payag po ba kayo na may politika or no?
Ay, ako payag ako kasi may sasagot naman ako. Sabihin ko lang, Cabs.
Good evening, everyone. Sir Adam, I'll start with you. Do you have something to say to our viewers for this evening?
Thank you so much for having me, Joanne. Joy. Thank you so much talaga.
Mali.
When I saw the poster, talagang natula ako. Talagang, wow, watchdog. Parang, ang bigat. Di ba pwedeng gatekeeper na lang muna ako?
Pinabigat ko talaga because I will be asking live
questions. It's an honor
questions.
to be invited to have this conversation with you and Madam Tita.
Thank you also,
We all
Sir
know
Adam,
talaga.
for your indulgence and for your time. Tita Lavinia, I believe that a lot of people are waiting for you this evening, especially you.
Talaga ba?
You're
Oo nga
very,
eh. Pwede ba makinig na lang tayo, Joy? Parang
very
Joy,
active
na lang
kasi
ang
si
ganapan.
Tita lately. So,
Ano sasabihin niyo?
Tita, do you have something to say to our viewers?
Of course, I always have something to say. Unang-una, maraming salamat at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Maayong gabi sa inyo na tanan. And hindi ko rin alam ba't ako nandito. Syempre, alam nyo naman, hindi ako nakapagpa-interview ng mga Merly. So, siguro, nabwisit na sila. Binaliktad na lang nila. So, maraming salamat kung ano man to. Thank you so much.
No, just
Nag-ready naman ako.
for the information of everyone, it's a special episode of Matters That Matter. It's a weekly live that I do wherein I interview different types of people so that I can also gather information when it comes to, formulating my opinions and of course learning new knowledge from other people. So for tonight po, our topic is being the watchdog of a multifaceted world of pageantry. So kayong dalawa talaga. Actually, when this idea was presented to me, I said na parang, ay, gusto ko mag-interview ng vloggers.
Watchdog!
Watchdog.
Ayan! Watchdog talaga.
Just to present something new to the people. So, I'll start with you naman, Tita Lavinia. How did you start ba in your journey in pageantry vlogging?
Pageantry vlogging. Actually, before, I didn't even know that this is vlogging na talaga. Because when we started in 2016, the idea was just to have a platform para makahanash kami ni Tita B because both of us were active on Norman's blog. Before kasi, nung wala pang social media, Norman's blog is a website na designed na para kayong may forum, pwede kayong mag-usap-usap. So when we opened our own, kasi by that time medyo dumadami na yung information, kumbaga si Sir Norman kasi noon, okay lang na parang 1 article per day or maybe 2 articles per day. Pero syempre, habang umaakyat yung status natin sa pageantry, dumadami yung information. So parang hindi na kaya yung mag-aantay ka the next day para mapag-usapan natin yung mga bagong news sa pageantry. So when we opened the page, wala lang. Actually, wala pa rin kaming plan ni Tita B. How we were in 2016, siguro ngayon meron na lang mga new things like maybe offers here and there or maybe like endorsements or like PR something. But yung lack of planning namin in 2016, hanggang ngayon, ganun pa rin. So, wala pa rin kaming klarong direction. Organic lang lahat to.
Alright. So yeah, I can actually agree with you, Tita, na parang nakikita ko talaga na parang puro PRs kayo lately. You also have this promo na sa sumali kayo sa raffle namin. And I wanna join because I love local businesses. Pero sabi ko, okay, prepared
Oo, tsaka magpapan yung loot bags. Oo.
then,
At dahil dyan, magpo-promote na rin ako. Wickedly Lavish, hello po. Marami po salamat. Sali po kayo para makakuha kayo nito. Oraza Watch, sumali na rin kayo. Maraming salamat, Oraza. O ayan, nandito na rin lang naman ako. Sayang naman kasi, di ba, pageantry is pageantry, but at the same time, you also have to open your doors to other, like, non-profits as well. Mamaya-maya, nandiyan na yung mga animal welfare, yung mga papatak-patak na kailangan ng tulong sa, let's say, enrollment, o kaya naman sa pagpapagamot. And then, eto, businesses na rin kasi, ano ba naman? Magtulungan naman tayo doon.
Yeah, support local businesses.
Tita, Hashtag confidently beautiful with a purpose.
Hindi, Adam. Gcash tita to. Huwag na tayong nalilito.
Gcash tita. I like the hashtag Gcash tita. Now,
Oo.
moving on naman po kay Sir Adam. Sir Adam, di ba meron po kayong YouTube channel? I first heard of you sa Hey Adam G when you have featured the girls who screened for Miss World Philippines this year, noong February if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, oh my God, sino siya? Gusto kong ma-interview niya ako. Because I always keep telling my friends na parang gusto ko ma-interview ako ni Tita Norman, ni Sir Adam, ni Tita Lavinia. So I'm very, very curious. How did you start in the world of pageantry and what are your deciding factors when it comes to pursuing vlogging or coverages ng pageants?
Actually, accidental yung pagiging pageant vlogger ko eh. Kasi pareho kami ni Tita. We started as early as 2016. Way back 2016. And that time, accidental lang ako because we had a common friend, si Jason Cappuccino. That time kasi ano...
Na hindi bati ng lahat. Hi, Jason! Miss you!
Hi, Sir Jason, if you're watching, how are you po? No, he encouraged me to, parang inano lang niya ako, do you want to become a pageant correspondent? Kasi napansin niya, kasi I'm a fan of his write-ups. Talagang, Sash Factor fan na ako because I'm a fan of his write-ups. Talagang yung mga analysis niya talaga ang lalalim talaga when it comes to pageant issues. So I thought, tapos yung the way he writes them, ang ganda rin talaga. So sabi ko, wow. Eh, that time kasi noong mga 2016, medyo kaladkarin ako ng mga panahon na yan. Alam niyo yan. So, alam mo, I would really come to events. Hindi pageant events pa yun na, showbiz events. Uninvited. So, itong si Jason, si Sir Jason, nagugulat sa akin, sino ba itong taong to? Kung anong mga event na pupuntahan? Kasi chinichismis ko siya about a lot of pageant showbiz personalities. Tapos, I would even, come to pageant send-offs uninvited. So, yung response sa akin, paano ka nakakapasok dito? Nangingi ka naman. Wala ka na official na papel. So, sabi niya, gusto mo ba maging pageant correspondent? Ganyan-ganyan. Sabi ko, talagang nag-wide-eye mata ko talaga. Tapos yun, so tinesting nila ako sa Sash Factor. And yun yung time na Catriona was applying for Miss World Philippines 2016. So yun ang first assignment nila sa akin, si Catriona. Pero in-screening nila muna ako bago nila ako sinapa kay Catriona. So mula nun...
Adam, saglit lang, ikakat lang muna kita. Saglit na saglit. Mag-hi ka naman kay Papa John. Nanonood si Papa John ngayon.
Sino si Papa John?
Si John Adahar! John!
Yung crush ng
Hello,
bayan.
Papa John! Good evening, Papa John.
Hi! Thank you!
Parang
Thank you,
feeling ko sinusundan mo talaga ako. Thank you. Bye.
The love team we didn't expect sa pageant world.
Sinabi mo naman na ikaw naman ang inuuwian niya eh.
VIP. O sige, go. Go ahead. I'm so sorry to cut you, Adam. Alam mo naman, kailangan medyo aggressive na tayo ngayon.
Sama na rin natin ito si John.
But I believe kasi si Sir Adam kasi ang pinupost niya before kasagsaga na Mr. Supra, bukod kay Sir John, yung taga Venezuela. So,
hindi, wala lang
Wala eh. Ako, Philippines lang talaga eh.
Ang ganda naman kasi, no? Ang ganda naman kasi ng mga photos niya. Pero,
ang gwapo kasi
pero,
talaga.
Loyal ako kay John na talagang all the way hindi ko pinansin sinaperong sa...
Teka lang!
Bakit pa napunta?
Teka lang!
Nagagalit
Si Joy.
Yan.
Nagagalit yung inoferan papunta na ng Laguna at maging residente na ng Laguna. Ano ba? Sige, go Adam. I'm so sorry. Nakadistract si Papa Johnson.
Going back po, Sir Adam, ano yung mga trademarks mo? Since you started po, diba, trinay kayo ng Sash Factor with Catriona. So from there, you have really developed your passion and I think your interest talaga sa pageant vlogging. So ano yung mga trademark na talagang in-impose mo sa sarili mo or the legacy that you want to leave or are still doing up until now?
Legacy. I'm really blessed that I was trained by the best in the industry. I was trained by Sir Jason Vera from Sash Factor as they really guided me in learning the ropes of the business. So, ang natutunan ko talaga sa kanila is I think every pageant vlogger should take accountability and responsibility in everything, in every work that they do. I think I am privileged enough to have access to all these pageant organizations as I can verify legit information from all of them. That's why, I'm able to verify information from them right away. And I feel I am blessed to have this platform that people go to already. So that's why for me talaga, ito talaga yung natutunan ko. And for sure, sinasabi ko na rin to kay Tita, speed is not an accuracy for the things, speed is not an excuse for the inaccuracy that you have been doing in every post that you do on my Instagram, because I really had to learn it the hard way. Kasi ang dami na
Bakit?
mga
Kinalabit
pageant
ka,
ads
no? Kinalabit ka, hindi ka nag-credit. May nangalabit sa'yo, hindi ka nag-credit.
Ayan. Tsaka ipag-credit. Sometimes in the heat of the competition, in the heat of the situation, of everything that's happening in the pageant, alam mo yung sa sobrang bilis mo ng pag-post, hindi mo napapansin, ay, hindi mo na pala na-credit si ganyan. Hi, Tita B! Pasensya na.
Sino yung nangalabit? Si Tita B. Hindi ako,
So,
sabi ko sa'yo, maldita yan si Tita B, hindi ako
alam mo, I had to learn it the hard way talaga. Ayan, recently, kinalapit ako ni Tita B, na alam mo, huwag kang post ng post ka agad. Especially, totoo yun. Sa amin, alam mo, pinagtatawanan lang namin ni Tita yun, but it really
pero
points
totoo,
so
kailangan
much
niya
about our credibility. Kasi, alam mo, there's a need for me to verify information first. And I'm privileged enough na yun nga, sabi ko kanina na I'm accredited with all these pageant organizations, so that's why if there's something new coming up, I'm able to verify right away. So I credit all these, kung ano man yung nakikita nyo sa akin kanina sinasabi mo sa akin, I'm so intelligent. You know, I really give it back to Tita, to Sir Briggs and Sir Jason, who paved the way for me to become successful in this area, in this endeavor. So grateful to have all these mentors by my side through the years.
You know, Sir Adam, I'm really happy that you brought up the idea when it comes to credibility. Kasi, pasintabi kay Tita Lavinia, that is always her issue whenever I come across her posts. Laging binabanggit na, ano ba yan, puro chismis, puro issue, wala namang credibility. And then, it will always come to a point wherein she has to, or she will post some receipts, which will, prove yung truthfulness ng pinapost niya. As per what you've said earlier, you also learned it the hard way, especially from Tita B, na magbigay ng credit and of course, to uphold your credibility when it comes to posting. So I have to take that information. Now, Tita Lavinia, moving on to you, what are the steps you had to take to establish credibility in this industry? Kasi syempre, hindi ka naman nagsimula ng Tita Lavinia na or Titas of Pageantry na. So, were there practices that you have to adapt to? Or yung journey mo ba when it comes to reaching your platform and titles put you into a dreading process?
Well, like what I mentioned earlier, when we started, we didn't have a plan. The way we treat Titas of Pageantry has been the same way we've been treating it since 2016. So everything comes in its natural progression. So when it comes to credibility, I think we didn't have to oversell ourselves back in the day. Kumbaga, nakita kasi namin yung, when we were nobody, and then for a year, we did not introduce ourselves to anyone. It was a guessing game kung sino kaming nag-a-admin sa Titas of Pageantry. And then, nung medyo tumataas na yung numbers namin, nung medyo tumataas na rin yung following namin, kumbaga natural na dumarating, natural na may nagre-regalo ng tips, natural na may nagre-regalo ng leads. And then we also wanted kasi an Instagram account that functioned similarly to Norman's blog. Pero back in the day kasi, yung kay Sir Norman, he would just allow you to like post comments pero walang interaction. So if you notice, parang microblogging site yung Titas of Pageantry. Pag may nag-aaway, nakikita mo kami. Kumbaga visible kami, nakikipagharutan kami sa mga followers namin. So it's not a page wherein you just repost something and then put all the credits and then yun na. Sa amin, may harutan, may sarili na kaming language. Kumbaga, yung credibility part naman kasi, and I think because I'm a little older than most of the pageant admins out there, so I kind
I think I lost Tita B. Tita L, sorry. Okay.
Nawala siya. Oh.
Ayan, alam ko naman yung mga
No.
kailangan ko. Nawala kayo. So yun, kapag marami na, kumbaga discerning naman kami ni Tita B eh. And maganda kasi dalawa kami. I'm not the only one deciding these things. Like kapag may sobrang juicy na alam kong ikakasira ng lahat, I mean, we seek each other's opinion naman na parang, dude, push na ba to o hindi? And every time we have like these chismis or like blind item stuff, para rin sa protection ng taong nagbibigay sa amin ng leads, hindi namin kaagad ilalabas yun. Pag naglabas kami, ibig sabihin, marami ng taong nagbigay sa amin na pare-pareho. So, it goes back to me looking for patterns, looking for things that are in common, looking for puzzle pieces. So, I'd like to say that even if I'm the Gcash tita and the queen of all the chismosas lately, may thought process yun. Kumbaga, hindi yun basta maipakawala lang. Hindi naman. Mahirap mag-invento ng chismis. My gosh.
But I would also like to point out, Tita, that amongst the vloggers or the pageant vloggers that I've seen and I was able to like work with, Sir Adam and you are one of the few people who manages to like not just repost a photo of a candidate, but also put a commentary on top. And I think that sets you apart from other candidates. But then I also have to tap this little issue that has been going on for I think quite some time. People usually think that pageant vloggers are people with questionable credibility because lagi naman nilang inisip na, ay, nababayaran naman yan eh. Pwede naman tayong mag-abot dyan just to post something good about the candidate. So, can your experience, Tita, I'll go to you next, Sir Adam, about this. Can your experience navigating through the pageant world this year vouch you for your hot picks, for the girls that you're posting, or totoo, yung sinasabi ng mga tao na sometimes you're just posting kasi binigyan ka, binayaran ka, or inabutan ka ng handlers or organization?
I think sa mga followers ko, gets naman nila kung ano yung mga paid post at saka yung sa mga regular posts na alam namin. And ever since kasi na-establish namin na I don't care if you're the most popular candidate, I don't care if you have weekly releases of beautiful photos pag hindi swak sa aesthetic namin ni Tita B. And I feel na ikaw ganun din. Nakikita mo, ang dami mong mga photos as a Miss World candidate. Pero hindi ko ipopost lahat yun. Nagpo-post ako kapag talagang may lukso ng dugo sa amin. So I think that our followers understand na yung mga pinopost namin na girls, it's because gusto namin yung itsura, gusto namin yung pagka-glossy ng photos. Gusto namin kasi ang ganda lang talaga. But at the same time, makikita ninyo sa feed namin, meron mga ibang nalilihes, may ibang mga posts na parang filter. Then I think the followers would know na either we were invited to that event, so kasama yun sa trabaho namin na magsulat ng magandang write-up. So nadidiscern naman nila usually kung ano yung paid and hindi. And ang maganda rin kasi, gets kasi, alam mo, our followers naman, alam kasi nila kung gusto namin yung kandidato eh. And hindi na rin kami sinasabihan ng bias nyo, Tita. Eh kasi kami na mismo nagsasabi, gusto naman yung kandidata, sorry kayo.
True.
Kumbaga, out kami, sobrang open kami.
I think the relationship also with the followers matter. Kasi for the way that you have said it, it brings a light to an issue na parang, okay, binabayaran kami, pero our followers also know our trademark, the way we do things in our page, and the way we really want to establish our image when it comes to our followers and to the girls that we're supporting. So moving to Sir Adam, syempre narinig ko na yung side ni Tita Lavinia. Sir Adam, ikaw ba? Do you think you have an advantage when it comes to promoting girls? Or do you think na sometimes kini-question pa rin ng tao yung credibility mo when it comes to posting your hot pics, when it comes to pageantry? Or do you think that you have already reached the level wherein katulad ng titas of pageantry, people are also believing what you are posting because that is you as a person, that is your trademark as Hey Adam G? Or how do you like put it?
Alam mo, totoo yung sinabi ni Tita na parang nahahalata kasi over the years, kabisado na nila kami eh. And I kind of agree with Tita. Nakakabisado na kami ng following namin kung gusto ba, kung napipilitan lang ba kami mag-post about this certain girl or yung talagang Gina G ako. Gina G kami sa pagpo-post ng caption. At makikita niyo, pag bet na bet ko yung girl, ang caption ko, parang kahit lang ano lang siya, parang nag-appear lang siya ng 2 seconds sa isang charity event, yung caption ko 4 paragraphs. Diba? So parang, diba? Pero alam mo, aminin talaga natin, I don't know if Tita will agree with me on this or not, pero well, sino bang pageant vlogger ang walang bias? Lahat yan meron. Siyempre, hindi nila magkakaaminan. Pero when it comes to doing hot picks, walang bias yun because my name, our names are already on the line. Kasi kung mali yung winner na pinili namin, our names will definitely be dragged on the line. And ang pangit nun. So talagang, alam mo yun, so talagang dito ko masasabi na talagang we really carefully study the girls talaga, especially when they're in competition. Like for example na lang, yung Miss Universe Philippines, wag na tayo lumayo, yung Miss Universe Philippines last year, bet na bet ko talaga si Eliza. Siya talaga yung sentimental favorite kong manalo. Pero at the same time, I was logical enough to think na parang hindi naman pwedeng kay Eliza na pwedeng mapunta. Iniisip ko rin, sino ba yung girl na pwede ring manalo? And that's where Rebia came in the picture. So nakita niyo yung pagbabalanse namin. Ang hirap, madali kasi mag-i-accuse kami na, binabayaran kami para to prop up a certain candidate. When in fact, hindi nila nakikita yung hard work that goes behind the scenes na talagang inaana. Kala nila kasi parang kumakain na kami ni Tita free lunch sa mga press presentation. No! Talagang yung mata namin talaga, yung mga palaki.
Sabihin mo nga yan sa mga nagsasabing Gcash tita tayo. Hindi
How I wish we were. How we wish talaga na binabayaran kami, di ba? O edi kung binabayaran kami, di bawat post
Uy, binabayaran naman tayo minsan. Pero yun nga binabayaran talaga kami for the work. Oo.
That's not...
Ay, pag-reklamo ka, tuwa na kayo, tumaas na kaya rate natin ngayon. Hindi, share ko lang guys share ko lang, kasi lalo na kapag may mga press ko na ganyan. When Adam and I started, Adam, feeling ko kaming dalawa yung medyo nagsabay talaga eh. Ang una talagang appearance namin was with Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Yun yung pagkakaalala ko. Sa akin And back in the day, okay lang na bibigyan kanila ng GC to cover the events, and then bibigyan kanila ng loot bags o kaya naman ng mga products nila, ganun. Pag nakakuha kami ng 500, masaya na kami doon. But guys, you have to understand, bumabiyahe kami may naggagasolina, may nagko-commute. Of course, may pagkain sila doon, but syempre, hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-take home na meron kang Tupperware, di ba? So, when we started, 500 hanggang sa nagiging 1,000. Ngayon, if I'm not mistaken, naglalaro na rin sa 2,000. So, it's really not bad. Kaya nakakahiya din na when you go into these events, popost ka lang ng picture, effort ka. You say something about the event. You do your work.
Okay, since having been able to mention Tita, yung about dun sa mga TF or loot bags before, something that you get from covering a pageant, what really is the difference between pageant vlogging as a career? Kasi you say it's a career when you're getting paid for it, and pageant vlogging as a hobby or passion of you and Sir Adam. I'll start with Sir Adam naman this time. So ano po yung tingin yung difference ng pageant vlogging as a career and pageant vlogging as a hobby or passion?
For me, someone who starts, feeling ko for me, walang difference talaga. Kasi someone who starts it as a hobby will eventually, get monetized. Like how it is happening for me and Tita. Pag career kasi na parang there's money involved na eh. And you all have a large audience looking at you. So in a way, it becomes a career. And alam mo yun, side hustle. So, kailangan every week, compelled kang mag-isip for you to, that's where it becomes a career. Kasi you have to give a lot of thought in every content that you do at hindi lang siya just basta weekly content since you know that you're earning so much from it. Kailangan mag-isip ka talaga para kumita ka palalo. So, I think there's no difference. It's just a natural progression of how things are right now.
I like that natural progression of how things are.
Yeah, kasi ako talaga sabihin ko sa'yo, sige, real talk. Ay, naku, sige, move na lang kay tita. Diyos ko, may masabi na naman ako. Mabentang
Ilaglag yung sarili.
Hindi kasi, sige kay tita. Hindi, magagalit yung mga ano ko. Pero alam mo yun yung, ako kasi, nung ginagawa ko pa lang siya as a hobby, hindi ko talaga siya iniisip na, ay, gusto ko kumita. Alam mo, yung maswerte na ako, yung sinasabi ni tita, magbibigyan kami ng PF or pakim-kim. So ako talaga, hindi ko siya, alam mo yun yung parang, sa sobrang tagal ko nga sa Sash Factor, yung previous pageant site ko, hindi ko na malayan, nakatagal ako ng 4 years. Nakatagal ako ng 4 years na talagang, biro mo, nung nagugulat sila sa akin, talagang you're going, alam mo yun yung talagang, lahat to, mo lang talaga to, ikaw lang gumagawa, ikaw nagsa-side hustle, ikaw, lahat pinupondohan mo. So, doon ko, hindi ko napapansin na parang ang dami kong nilalabas na pera. Pero masaya ako sa ginagawa ko. And siguro, naawa na rin sa akin yung Diyos sa akin na parang ano ba yan, Adam, 4 years na. Hindi pwedeng habang buhay ka na lang bubuhayin ng kilig. Naaminin ko, kaya naman ako, yung hobby ko, kaya naman sustain yan. As a hobby, because of the kilig that all these beauty queens are generating to me. Kung wala yung kilig na yun, hindi ko mapupursue tong hobby to. Kasi nga, I grew up as a pageant fan. Bago ako nabigyan ng ganitong platform, lagi ako naghahabol ng artista. Pag kunyari ikaw, artista ka, maganda yung movie mo, chichikahin kita ng mega. Alam mo, kaya ako siguro natutuwa rin sa akin yung mga tao. Kasi na-master ko na yung fake it till you make it mantra. Back in the days when I was attending events uninvited, talaga, I would really go my way.
Uninvited, ang sarap naman pakinggan nun. Gate crush na! Gate crush na, uninvited. Pero gusto ko yung term na yon, uninvited. Gusto ko yung term na yun. Ang social. I was just uninvited. I didn't gate crush. Gamitin mo na yan from now on, ha?
Teka, where was I? So,
uninvited.
Uninvited. Ano ba, Titos? Ano naman, bigyan mo naman ako ng konting trust. Hindi, joke.
Hindi, kaya maganda yun.
Alam mo yun, yung hindi naman, kasi alam mo, for the longest time, Joy, I really wanted to be in front of the camera. Gusto ko talaga maging artista. Naging a bit successful naman ako, pero hindi talaga naging ganon. So, alam mo, hindi naman ako marunong kumanta, hindi naman ako magaling sumayaw. Siguro umarte, oo, pero half-baked. Kailangan pang matinding workshop. Pero nung nabigyan ako ng opportunity na to work behind the scenes, like ito, pageant, kasi may isang PA ni Rufa Gutierrez talaga. Kasi nga lagi akong babad sa ASAP sa The Buzz noon. Lagi, nakikita niya akong nagsusulat palagi sa Instagram captions ko, oh, you write so well. Bakit hindi mo pagkakitaan yan para mapansin ka, para that could become your ticket to finally being invited. So, alam mo yun, so ganyan. Tapos, ayun, so pag uma-attend ako ng mga events, sige na nga ng gate crash. Nag-gate crash ako.
Uninvited nga, inabi na natin yung term eh.
Pupunta talaga ako sa gitna ng ballroom, I would go my way up, shake hands with all these artists, and I would tell, you know what, I love your last movie kasi ganito, ganyan. Itong mga artistang to, chika naman ako ng mega chika ako sa tingin nila, since I look well, I dress the part, probably I'm a sponsor to them, ganyan, mega chika. Tapos, over the years, nakikilala na ako ng mga photographers ng mga events na yun. So, sasabihin nila, nakakaibigan ko na rin sila, tapos sasabihin nila sa akin, uy, alam mo, may nagtatanong sa'yo, taga-anong publication ka daw? Kasi parang pakalat-kalat ka sa gitna, ang kapal na mukha mo daw na nag-ano ka. Pero kasi feeling ko I had to do it in order for me to be seen kasi nga wala naman akong talent. So, nung nabigyan ako ng hobby nito, talagang minake sure ko talaga na i-treasure ko to para yung hindi lang siya maging hobby, para yung relationship, yung mga beauty queens, artistas na nakilala ko in some way or another, i-refer ako sa mga higher-ups nila, i-boss nila, gawin nila akong PR, something para sa kanila, for me to finally earn out of this career. Kasi nagagalit na yung mga magulang ko sa akin, magpa-40 na ako, pero
napalo
pa rin.
Napalo, kaya na-push dun sa direction na yun.
But I think it is the first time that that people was also heard about the story of you really, going through the process of becoming Hey Adam G. So before you became Hey Adam G, you also went to being someone na pageant fan lang. Sobrang simple lang, na parang katulad nyo lang din ako. Na parang, okay, I can also be like, hey, Adam G. So thank you for sharing that story. I was actually mesmerized by the fact that you were so open about it, because some people won't be that, that honest when it comes to telling their story, lalo na yung binanggit nyo kanina na fake it till you make it, because people like this image na I am here because magaling ako. But then you have admitted to yourself na parang, okay, wala akong talent, so I have to do this. I have to take these measures for me to be able to be seen or to get this platform. So thank you so much for that, Sir Adam.
To be honest, I used to be ashamed of it. Totoo. I used to be ashamed of it.
Embrace na
I
natin.
just realized lately na it's really part of my identity, that everyone had to start from somewhere. And ba't ko ba kinahihiya yung nakaraan ko? Tuwang-tuwa naman ako. Ang dami ko namang nakuhang opportunities doon. Yun nga lang, ang pangit nga lang pakinggan. Pero na-achieve naman yung the ends justify the
No,
So,
pero I like that, Sir Adam. Kasi diba, we have this saying na parang, if you turn your weaknesses into your strength, no one can use it against you. And hearing your story, I can see that it's really true. Kasi kahit ano kasar siguro sa mga tao sa'yo na dati, parang gate crasher ka lang or uninvited ka. But then, hello, now you're getting the VIP passes to whatever coverage.
Diba nga, iba rin.
Diba? The glow up that we need. So, moving on naman to Tita Lavinia, I'm not gonna ask you na about pageant vlogging as a career, kasi you're very open about it na hindi mo kailangan ng accreditations, hindi mo kailangan ng invites from the org para kumita ng pera, because you have a career. So I just have to ask you this, na parang, if it's just a hobby, did you somehow have struggles about mixing up your personal life pagdating sa pageant vlogging? Naapektuhan ba niya yung
No! No!
Okay.
Agad.
No, agad. Okay, so kung no, Tita B. Tita L. Sorry, I kept on saying Tita B because Tita Lavinia.
Namimiss ko si Tita B.
But then, if it's a no for you, Tita, how do you view pageantry as a whole?
Well, ako kasi, yung experience ko is the opposite of Adam. Ako kasi as a person, paano ba? Hindi tamad eh. Palagi akong okay lang kung nasan ako. Hindi ako go-getter sa lahat ng bagay. Hindi ako nagpaplano, ang bagal ng pacing ng buhay ko.
Or like a slacker.
Oo, parang ganun. Pero, na-amuse ako. Like, I know that I can redirect my energies into something artistic, something na ako lang yung tuwang-tuwa, something na, like everything is a happy secret for me. So if I tap into an industry na parang, uy, pwede pala itong pagkakitaan, it's all a happy surprise. So hindi ko nahahalo yung personal life ko and what I do, because these are the things that even if I earn money from it, and these days medyo considerable na siya, hindi katulad doon na talagang walang-wala. Ngayon, pwede na akong medyo mag-give back sa mga tao kahit paano. I'm just saying na hindi ako apektado kasi ever since, kahit na nung maliit pa ako, kahit nung nasa school pa ako, kaya kong mag-iwan ng bagay dun sa tamang pwesto nila. School is school, house is house. Friends are friends. So I rarely mix things up. Kumbaga, I can shut down my phone, and bahala kayo mag-away-away dyan kung galit kayo sa akin. Tutulog ako, may Netflix pa ako eh. Kumbaga, ganun yung take ko sa buhay. So, in a way, syempre, I think it works for other people to be super tutok dun sa mga numbers nila, dun sa following nila, dun sa progression nila. Ako, okay din sa akin yung ganito kasi hindi masama yung loob ko, hindi mabigat ang pakiramdam ko, hindi ako invested, and I can continue to focus at the task at hand. I think one of the reasons why people still patronize me is because at the end of all the trappings of being chismosa and being naughty, nandun yung core na, dude, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm writing about. So, kaya kong tanggalin yun sa parte ng buhay ko and just focus on being Laila, the writer, and Laila, the pageant fan, as opposed to Tita Lavinia, that flamboyant, crazy woman who says things and, bumabangga sa mga padera.
The alter ego.
Oo. So, kaya naman. Kaya ko rin actually medyo i-mix na nga to sa buhay ko. Kumbaga, ako, healthy detachment. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does actually. Mayroon nga pong comment dito na magaling ka daw compartmentalize. So you have this division when it comes to personal life and of course your career or your hobby or whatever it is na parang okay, dyan ka lang and this is what I do. And I think it's a healthy way to do things. But then I also have to ask you a very controversial question. So with regard to
everything is controversial. Okay.
Like everything is political. So, with regard to pageant issues naman po, Tita Lavinia, since you have this image na parang kapag talagang pagdating sa mga chichi, pagdating sa mga pageant issues, ikaw talaga ang takbuhan kung hindi si Sir Sashes. So, where do you put the fine line when it comes to coveraging this pageant issues? Or may fine line ba talaga tayo pagdating sa pagko-cover? Or
Fine line.
As long as it is the truth, you'll try your best to let people see it.
Okay, sa ganyan naman, usually free for all naman kasi. Because honestly, I trust myself and I trust Tita B in the way that we present things. Alam ko hindi kami barubal. We can be colorful with our language, but alam ko na hindi, we're not out there to bring someone down. We're out there so that pageant fans would be in the loop. Kasi as vloggers, as admins, as members of the pageant media, middleman kami. Kumbaga, kami yung nasa gitna eh. Bahala na lang kami ngayon kung, syempre, hindi rin maganda na nagkakagulo sila doon, tapos napeperahan yung mga pageant fans, tapos wala silang alam. Kaya ako, as long as alam ko na hindi ako makakasuhan, or anything na, kumbaga, hindi ako madetehado, magsasabi talaga ako. So, yun nga, malaki yung trust ko sa sarili ko at kay Tita B na alam namin magdahan-dahan. And very early on, nagsabi kami na because we're women, and I am so sorry if this may sound offensive, wala masyadong babae sa Philippine pageantry. Even pageantry in general, wala talagang nakapwesto na babae. So, malakas ang loob ko kasi kung tablahin man ako, walang pwedeng magsabi na hindi valid yung mga pinaglalaban namin. Kasi kami yung nakakaramdam nun eh. Mga babae yung kasama sa pageantry eh. So, I think meron kaming certain touch in saying things na hindi mo rin kami masyadong mababangga. Kasi alam namin yung pinagdadaanan. Alam namin, wala kami doon sa arena na yun. Hindi naman kami nakabikini ni Tita B paminsan-minsan. But gets namin. Diba? Gets namin kung nasan kami. So, ang sa amin lang, ang dalawa, tatlo na pinaka mabigat na hindi namin gagalawin is politika. So, bahala na kayo kung sabihan nyo kami, ang apolitical ninyo, Tita. When you're apolitical, that means that you're condoning cabs. Wala akong pakialam, mag-away-away kayo dyan sa politika. Di ako mag-open yan. First of all, I don't understand it. Second, I'm not interested. And third, wala akong kailangan ireklamo, Joy. Maayos ang buhay ko ngayon. Maayos kung nasan ako na sa labas. So, it doesn't make sense na magreklamo over something na hindi naman ako direktang apektado. Siguro darating tayo dyan sa puntong yan kapag talaga naghihikahos na ako. Pero, no to politics. Number 2, personal life. Okay lang yan kung may bago kang jowa na engage ka, hello, congratulations. Pero yung ipipresenta namin kung sinong nakasama mo, saan ka bumuka ka, sino yung mga like these things, like yung mga chismis, sinong jowa mo, kaninong kabit yan. Alam namin, of course, may mga GC rin kami, nakikipag-chismisan din kami, but to put it out there, no, bahala kayo dyan. And another thing is religion and sexuality. That's why we cannot go head-to-head with the Indonesian pageant trolls because mahahalungkat dyan ang sexuality, mahahalungkat dyan ang religion, dehado sila doon. But if we do it, mas mababa pa tayo sa level nila. So that's why nagpipigil tayo. Kasi alam natin, when it comes to the art of trolling and the art of war, panghahawakan mo yung dalawang barahang yun kasi sobrang bigat ng religion and sexuality lalo na sa mga kapitbahay natin na kailangan maging responsable ka at hindi mo pwedeng basta-basta pakawalan yun kasi talagang labag yun sa pagka-Pilipino natin kung gagawin natin.
I love that you have this like rules that you're following just for you to be able to like really uphold your beliefs, your principles, your morals when it comes to pageantry vlogging. And I think it's a nice thing that you put it out there, Tita, kasi hindi naman naiintindihan ng I mean, most of the people don't really understand how it works. Inisip lang nila, okay, it's a chismis, so Tita is just about chismis. But then they don't know what comes after that, what comes before that, and ano ba talaga yung underlying meaning, and what does it mean for everyone? Bakit natin ito nilalapas? So moving on naman, I like that you shed light into that part of this discussion, Tita. Moving on to Sir Adam naman, do you utilize also your platform to engage in pageant issues that may or may not shed light to what pageantry really is? Kasi ang pageantry naman parang binuview lang parang okay, babae, sexy, matalino, a representative of the country. But there's more to it that some people don't seem to like understand. So kayo po ba, Sir Adam, did you ever come to a point where you have to use your platform just to be able to shed light on what truly matters?
Yes. There are, but when I'm being compelled to, when
Totoo ba?
May mga natanggap.
Ulo!
Ano opinion mo sa ganitong bagay? Ano opinion mo sa ganitong bagay? Kasi ako kasi, you know, let's face it, real talk, my page is not known for all these chi-chis. Diba? So, in a way, ako kasi when something gets to me, when all these chi-chis get to me, I really try my best to verify all this information from all these pageant orgs. So, you know, I really take time to really learn the truth before I speak out, before I craft my caption. So, sometimes I still make mistakes. Kasi I really to my audience to speak out Kasi binigyan nila ako ng platform ito rin na nare-realize ko lately, hindi ako pwedeng tumahimik lang So in a way, pag kunyari, katulad may mga nangyayari, may mga pageants ongoing right now and there are so many things na being said about them. And I really owe it to my audience to speak up. So now that I'm being asked to talk about it, sometimes I still make mistakes about it. Lalo na, especially when I'm, you know, especially on the areas of I need to judge or do a call about how my take on certain issues. And it takes me sometimes 2 to 3 days to really digest everything muna before I do something. Because feeling ko naman, whether I post it sooner or later, people will still listen about what I have to say. So, I'm still getting there. Kasi kung nakikita, if you follow me, it's all about feel-good cap. It's all about feel-good. Anything about pageantry. I do not dwell on the negative issues. Kung meron man I have to dwell, usually I do it on my YouTube. Sinasabi ko, please calm down. You know, it's really hard I hope you understand that's not easy for all these pageant organizations. Ikaw, nararamdaman mo yan. Join na mag-stage ang pageant organizations ng finals at this time of the pandemic. Ang dami nilang iniisip, ang dami nilang kino-consider ng mga bagay-bagay. So, alam mo yun, I hope ini-educate ko rin yung mga unti-unti, like right na a few days ago, I uploaded my content where I told them na sana maging forgiving naman kayo, considerate kayo, understanding kayo of the situation, because we have to, I hope you guys realize that, you know, the pageant organization that you're dissing is just 2 years old and they still, and you know, everything.
Ako ba yan, Adam?
No, it's still part of the... No! Hindi, nagbibigay lang ako ng
Si Adam mo!
Nagbibigay lang ako ng example. So, kasi, kaya sabi ko, unti-unti na akong kasi they ask me, Adam, what's your take on this? Ganyan. And sometimes parang, I owe it to my audience to tell my hanash pa rin. Kasi binigyan nila ako ng following. They expect me to say something. And ayoko naman mag-sugarcoat na lang din ako na mag-sugarcoat. And alam mo yun, so tinatry ko mag-balance talaga. Because it's so hard to be in my position when you have to voice out your opinion and at the same time you have to take into consideration your accreditation. So, sana maintindihan
Yun, no? Yun!
But
Mali Maling-mali, Joy. Maling-mali na pinag-guess mo kaming dalawa. Mababasag si Adam.
But then I kind of see the two different perspectives of vloggers this
Actually,
evening. Na parang okay, one person is very strong enough when it comes to saying things, even though credible, when it comes to saying things that may harm a pageant industry or a pageant candidate. And then on the other hand, another vlogger naman is very considerate when it comes to the feelings, when it comes to the image that he's gonna portray, and when it comes to the influence that he wants people to see on him. So I like that there are two different perspectives. And I also have to highlight also that people have different ways when it comes to dealing with issues. One may be, aggressive. One may be passive. But then at the end of the day, the most important thing is that this is pageant vlogging. This is something that that should inform the people, that should educate the people, that this does not go beyond the candidates or the organization's personal lives. It should be done within the premises lang of the pageant itself. So I like that meron talagang variation when it comes to to vlogging. So thank you for seeing.
Hira pa.
Alam mo kung
Alam.
ano na naman sasabihin nila sa akin na parang, ay nako, TH na naman to si Adam. Forever akong palaging kino-compare. And I am my own person. I am my own.
Shoo! May mahaba kang pinatulan kailan lang eh. Sabi sa akin may pinatulan ka daw.
Kasi
napikon ka na daw.
There are days na talagang, alam mo, even if you don't wanna think about it, brush it off. Pero pag talagang, sasabihin pa naman sa akin, please watch Sovereign's channel. Ano yun? Bakit papanoorin?
Ayan na nga napikon.
Bakit niyo ako papanoorin? Anong gusto niyo? Gagayahin ko siya? O, ano
ako dyan, oo naman, pinapanood ko si ate. Bakit ka? Nanood ako. O, ano ngayon? Kung ako yan, sabi ko, nanood ako. Ano ngayon? Saya.
Yung Tita, ang hirap i-kebs eh. Alam mo yun yung parang,
sa bagay. Sa bagay, kebs is not for everyone.
Na parang I'm not so good on commentaries. That's why I'm making it up for my accreditations, for my coverages, for my interviews to offset my weakness. Hindi niyo pa ba nagigets yun in my 2 years as a pageant vlogger?
Dude, hindi nila magigets yan. Hindi talaga.
I have to be like this and that. Hello to each own branding.
Nagbabasa ng captions yung mga yan, kaya hindi nila magigets yan.
Pero alam mo, Tita, at the end of the day, tama, katalo din ako eh. Kasi talagang, mahina ako sa comebacks eh. So, I need a spin.
Hindi, ang siguro ko lang, di ba, iklian mo lang, di ba, ang palagi ko sinasabi, pag makikipag-away ka, yan tip na to sa mga trolls dyan. Pag kunwari mahaba ang diskusyon, sumagot ka isa, para sumagot ulit. Huwag ka na sumagot sa dulo kasi mabibwisit yan na wala ka ng reply. Ganun ako.
Art of Deadma. But then, I love the discussion kasi binabasa ko po yung mga comments earlier that people have different views when it comes to pageant vlogging. Some want na parang gusto nila ng healthy lang. Na parang, we're just here to idolize, we're just here to support the girls and nothing else. While some other fans naman, they want to be enlightened on what's really happening when it comes to pageantry. Kasi syempre, hindi naman natin pinopromote din yung blind idolism when it comes to the things that we love, and that includes also the pageantry side. But then I also have to inform our viewers for this evening that vlogging is individualistic. So kanya-kanyang style naman po yung vlogger. So you follow which you think is healthy for you, which you think suits your taste as a person.
Ang dali-dali lang naman mag-unfollow. Bakit kailangan niyo pa ako lecturean, i-compare? Hindi ko ayaw niyo sa akin, Kebs.
Pero okay lang yan, hayaan mo lang sila. Views din yan, ano ka ba?
Mas gusto
diba?
ko
hayaan mo lang.
Ako ng 20,000 subscribers right now. Kaysa naman sa, dumaba, maging 100,000 subscribers yan. Tapos,
ayaw natin yun, Adam. Hahabulin tayo ng BIR.
Iintayin lang pala tayo magkamali. Pagtatawanan lang pala tayo. So I'd rather have that small, intimate following who really nurtures my best interest, who really has the best interest at heart, kaysa naman sa ito nga, lumalaki nga ako pero hindi mo naman alam, pina-follow lang pala ako dahil inintay lang pala ako magkamali. So ito yung mga realizations ko na parang, sige na nga, why am I so obsessed about that gold? Ang tawag ko sa YouTube, yung gold something, silver award
button,
na.
Gold button something.
Wag na, baka naman by the time I reach that, patay na, durug na yung character ko. So, never mind. Parang I'll just do whatever vlog that I'll just upload the content that I like doing. Ayoko nang maghabol ng per views. Ayoko na talaga, Tita. Like, I know, ang plastic ko kasi pera yon, pero Ayoko na. For my mental health na rin.
Yes,
Thoughts,
yes,
right?
to mental health. So I have two more questions for this evening, but I'm gonna ask it
Ay,
to the
ang
both of
bitin.
you. I love the chikahan for this evening. Like I'm hearing sides
We're just
of the
getting warmed
pageantry
up.
na hindi ko nakikita like in the usual stuff or setting. Kasi po usually, di ba kayo nag-i-interview sa amin? So it's just all about us. But tonight, it's about the vloggers naman and their struggles when it comes to pageant vlogging na hindi lang siya about pera-pera, hindi lang siya about the passion na nagpo-post lang kami, kumukuha ng content or whatsoever or nagre-repost. So I know naman po, and I understand that no industry was built perfectly. And this is still a job with personal inputs and decisions. So Sir Adam, since you have mentioned kanina na parang ikaw nagre-refrain ka na from pag-indulge ng sarili mo sa mga issues that can be harmful to your mental health, how do you establish the image of your respective pageant page when it comes to pageantry flaws? For example, yung mga mishandling ng organizations, yung mga struggles ng mga babae, or yung mga demolition propaganda. So how do you handle that in a way na pasok siya sa
Lagot
pageant
ka,
vlogging
Adam!
style mo? No,
Lagot ka!
Ayun,
pasok lang sa
Asking ka first.
Tay tayo dyan!
No,
Galing ni Joy, no?
oh, ano?
Ang galing ni Joy. Ang galing mo.
No,
pasok naman sa pageant
Warak!
yeah, or sa pageant style.
I hope it's not gonna be awkward.
Mhm.
No, I just let all these things unravel. For me kasi, you know, parang meron lang akong, ikaw na nagsabi, ikaw may certain jurisdiction lang akong kailangang hanggang saan lang dan ako. Now, let's say a controversy or issues come out. Sige, I let all these unravel and then I ask all these pageant organizations in private, is this really happening? Sige, ayoko na, wag na tayo let's address the big elephant in the room. When you when there was something that happened to you recently, you know, parang I had to think if ever I had to upload it, yung comment mo na you were about to break down. Pero sinabi ko sa sarili ko, I think she was going through something. So, naisip ko na talagang you were in pain. So talagang in-upload ko siya na talagang, okay, she's really speaking out. She's really crying inside. So I think your voice had to be heard. Tapos, when everything was happening, nagtanong ko rin ako sa organization. Sabi ko, ano ba yung nangyayari, ganyan-ganyan. So pag may mga ganyang pageant issues, normally, for the record, I usually stay quiet. Because feeling ko, it's not my jurisdiction. When magsasalita na lang ako, kasi usually, hindi alam kasi ng mga pageant fans oo nga, hindi ako nagsasalita in public, pero in private, tinatanong nila ako, what's your take on this? What's your take on the videos that came out? This is really what happened, ganyan-ganyan. So, okay, doon ko na napaprocess lahat ng nangyayari. Tapos, I stay quiet, diba? Tapos, mag-ano na lang ako sa'yo, magda-like ako sa'yo, magpo-post ako sa'yo ng ano. Kasi ano yun parang mag-iintay na, as an accredited pageant vlogger, I'll just wait for the official statement to come out. Ngayon, kapag walang nilabas na statement si organization, and then, doon ako magtatanong talaga, kukulitin ko, did this really happen? Ganyan-ganyan. Ano ba talaga yung nangyari? I really get to the bottom of this. So, ganun ako. So, talagang, behind the scenes ako nag-ooperate. So, that's how I stand on all these issues sa mga mishandling ng mga organization. Kasi ikaw na rin nagsabi, dun sa outline na sinabi mo, not everyone is perfect. No organization is perfect. So, I think all of these as part of everyone's learning curve, whether from the side of the pageant organizations or from the side of the pageant fans. Natututo tayo na-amplify lang talaga to, na-over-magnify lang to ng social media. And na-over-magnify to ng itong mga issues natin because of social media. Kasi back then naman din, noong 90s, ang dami-dami rin namang organizations who also went through the same controversies. Pero tayong mga, alam mo yun, hindi ganito katindi. But because there is social media right now where we feel that we demand accountability from all these pageant organizations. Kaya the problem gets worse. So, ako talaga, behind the scenes talaga. Kasi wala, sorry, pang world peace lang talaga.
World peace. Very beauty queen.
Pasensya ka na, ano lang ako talagang alam mo yun, meron lang din naman ako, nagmamasid-masid ako, accept, digest, tanggapin na lang natin, wag na tayong wag na tayong makisali sa mga gulo-gulo para world peace. So, I know it doesn't satisfy everyone.
Please know, Sir Adam, that I never took it against anyone. I never took it against those
I
bloggers who
did.
did not
Ako pala
did not decide to like cover the issue, because at the end of the day, it's still my issue. It is an issue that I have to deal with, regardless with or without help from pageant bloggers. But then I'm also grateful for the people who have helped me like shed light onto this issue. So moving on from that, hindi ko natatanong si Tita about that because she's very vocal naman. No, because Tita is very vocal naman.
Hindi, gusto ko sabihin, Chats.
Tita is very vocal naman when it comes to scrutinizing the organizations that have lapses, that have shortcomings when it comes to handling girls or handling the pageant itself. So moving on to our final question for this evening, kasi ang dami kong gusto itanong, but then I think we also have to end the live.
Hindi, Joy, pwede ba akong sumingit doon? Alam ko hindi mo ako tinatanong, pero isisingit ko na rin.
Sure, Tita, go.
Kaya naman ako opposite ni Adam. A lot of people might think that I always jump into the issue, but okay, so ang background ko kasi is with international studies. Mm-hmm. And I particularly remember in one of my classes talaga na there is a concept that's called balance of terror. Meron tayong balance of power, yung mga powerful countries na, who are there para kung sakaling magkagipitan sa ibang countries, kumbaga may kakampihan sila. But at the same time, nag-rise din yung mga countries na very, terroristic in nature. It's called balance of terror. So, I'm not saying na I'm there to terrorize everything. Kaya ako confident magsalita kasi hindi ako matipid sa compliments, Joy. Kapag may maganda, doon sa organization, sa production, sa girl, sa quality, sa lahat, hindi ako magdadalawang isip na bigyan kayo ng papuri. Wala akong pakialam kung magkaaway tayo. Doon lang ako sa maganda, sa maayos, sa tuwid. So, kung medyo nakihilera ako doon sa tipo ng mga things na parang very critical, it's really mostly to keep you in the loop, to keep you informed. Because feeling ko, this is also a way for us to elevate pageantry. Before, it was just about beautiful women. And then it became, women with intelligence. So ano yung next step nun? We have to be more discerning and we have to practice that. Yun lang naman po.
Thank you for that, Tita. So since you have also mentioned yung balance po talaga natin when it comes to handling things, and I like that, yung sa balance of terror that you were that you mentioned before this statement. I just want to know, like, as powerhouses in the world of pageantry vlogging, kasi hindi naman po kayo nobody here. You are already established vloggers. What really is the weight that you carry when it comes to supporting pageantry and the girls and the advocacies?
Well, yung weight talaga sa amin is, ako personally, I may be happy-go-lucky in everything in life. But when it comes at least to my contents for vlogging in pageantry, I make sure I do my research. Hindi ako haharap sa camera ko para lang humanas ng humanas just because kailangan ko ng input sa linggong yun. Minsan inaabot ako ng isang buong linggo na hindi nagre-release ng content kasi hindi ko siya feel. Wala pa akong gana. May sakit pa ako, may ginagawa ako. Kumbaga, hindi ko siya pinapahalagahan. It's just that I feel that if I'm going to release something out there, it has to be with a stamp na alam ko sa loob ko na I worked on it. I went online for it. Meron akong mapupuno ng notebook ng lahat ng note ko. Ng lahat ng notes ko. So, yun naman ang kinikerry ko. And maganda rin kasi, another weight is medyo mahirap lang kasi ako talaga, I'm always for the Philippines. Kahit na meron ako mga nakabangga at one point na mga kandidata, habang lumalaban pa sila, the moment na may Philippine sash na yan, kaya kong i-let go yan para suportahan ka. Kasi hindi maganda na meron kang isang kandidata na walang suporta galing sa mga tao. So kung yun ang mabibigay namin in terms of digital space, push ko yan. I can, set it aside.
How about
Katulad
you,
ng isang
Sir Adam?
kandidata ngayon.
I oh my God.
Oo, totoo.
I actually like all the comments or all the statements that you're like you're saying, Tita, kasi it really gives light onto the issues that people don't really understand. It actually gives light to the other side of pageantry na hindi lang siya all about entertainment. It's the entertainment is just a facade of everything that's happening behind it. So thank you so much for that. How about you, Sir Adam naman? Ano sa tingin niyo yung bigat na dinadala niyo bilang pageant vloggers when it comes to supporting pageantry itself, supporting the girls, and supporting the advocacies?
Alam mo, siguro wala naman ang magko-question sa akin na when it comes to all-out support, talagang I really give it 100% to all the girls. So when the pageant is over, talagang nire-repost ko pa rin sila kahit na hindi na pageant-related yung topic. Like, I remember si Almira Mulak, si Alisa Mulak, si Reyna Hispano 2018. Now, she's now in showbiz. Doing all these movies and teleseries for ABS-CBN. One time humingi siya sa akin ng pwede po bang pa-repost tong, alam mo yun, yung parang may big moment reveal yung teleserye nila with her leading man. And sabi ko, do I really have to repost? Pero since love na love ko si Alisa, and kahit na hindi siya pageant related, talagang alam mo yun, nirepost ko. Because at the end of the day, she has now become a family to me. Alam mo yun, even after whichever they pursue, once their reigns are over, talagang whether gumawa sila ng restaurant or business or beauty business, talagang, alam mo yun, susuportahan ko pa rin sila. Alam mo, ang sarap kasi sa feeling na kahit na natapos na yung reign ng mga babae, pero tumatanaw pa rin sila sa'yo ng utang na loob, hindi ka ina-unfollow, ang sakit-sakit nun.
Wushu! May issue ka dun eh! Wushu! Atay tayo dyan, maling-mali talaga, Joy. Wushu! Saya!
Kapag binibigyan ako ng pag nilalambing ako ng mga girls na alam mo yun, kasi until now kasi di ba, let's face it, ang bilis ng turnover sa pageantry 1 year lang. Next year iba na naman yung mga reigning. So obviously yung mga ire-repost ko kung sino yung mga kung sino yung mga nakakasa ngayon sa mga pageantry. So kapag nakikita ko na meron akong listeners, ay pina-follow pa rin niya ako. Ay hindi sila nagsasaw, alam mo, hindi sila na sa ko.
Wushu!
So,
wala ka dyan, Adam! Wala ka dyan!
So, alam mo yun, talagang yun na lang, may support.
Hindi, Joy, kwento ko na lang. Kaya ako inaasar yan si Adam. Magkaibigan kasi kami ni Adam. So, alam ko yung ugali talaga ni Adam. Kaya rin siguro nagtatagal yung kaibigan namin kahit nag-aaway kami, tapos hindi na naman, tapos okay na naman. Kasi Adam talaga is, yung passion niya, beyond pageantry, sometimes nga medyo pumepersonal na kasi apektado talaga siya. Yun yung pagkatao talaga ni Adam. So maganda rin yung balanse namin minsan kasi syempre magkikwento siya ng ganyan, may sama ng loob, may hugot. Kasi alam ni Adam yung trinabaho niya dun sa taong yun. In terms of hyping, in terms of releasing contents out there. So kapag walang balik sa kanya, nababasa mo kaagad sa mukha niya eh. Alam mo kaagad yung nararamdaman.
It really hurts, Tita, that you don't give credit to people who have helped you also.
Yun.
Kasi no matter how little the help may be, as long as they contributed to that, dapat maging thankful ka and you learn how to look back. And at the same time, yun nga, as per what I've been telling you guys earlier, hindi naman nobody si Sir Adam and si Tita Lavinia when it comes to pageantry. So if they decided to help you, you should really know within yourself that it's really a help that will contribute to your liking and to your advantage as well. So yun lang, sana sa mga nanonood.
Hindi, kaya maganda rin na Adam is also surrounded by other media friends, like yan, ako, kaya naman si Jason, kasi like personally ako, iba naman yung take ko dyan. I can let go. Like, I remember there was one commenter yesterday who asked kung nagpo-follow ba si Catriona sa amin. Sabi ko hindi, pero chinek nila nagpo-follow naman pala. So, ganun ako ka-detached. Kumbaga, hindi sama-sama talaga yung loob ko kapag, we work with the girl, lalo na binigyan namin ng fashion pegs or anything, tapos walang bumalik sa amin, alam ko yung posisyon namin. Aalma lang ako. Pag alam ko na tipong yung posisyon ko bayad, o kaya naman yung posisyon ko is because kinalabit ako na, could you help me? Could you work for us? Iba kasi yung when you're giving support or help na voluntary eh. It's another when you're tapped for your talent. So, maganda rin na with Adam, ganun siya. And, you know, in our industry, in the pageant group, in the pageant media group, alam naman na ganun si Adam talaga. So,
Alam mo kasi, alam
namin yun.
hindi kasi alam mo yun yung, where do yung ano lang kasi, I had to learn this the hard way. Kasi talagang, remember, naging hobby ko to for 4 years. Wala ako, ang binuhay lang ako ng hobbying to sa kilig. So, alam mo yun, yung ano ba, wag na, inaano lang ako na parang, yung, ngayon na, ito na lang, let's put this into context. Ngayon, may MUP. Ang dami kong mga bet. Gustong-gusto ko silang i-befriend. Pero dahil sa mga nangyayari sa mga past queens na, alam mo yun, yung parang nakaka-disappoint yung ugali. So, parang ako na gumagawa ng paraan na dumistansya sa kanila. Like, kunyari, magtatanong sila, ano bang magandang best makeup looks? Magtatanong sa akin yung mga gram team nila, ano bang magandang perfect shade sa mata, eyeliner, lip color, ganyan-ganyan, ano magandang damit, hairstyle. Magbibigay ako, pero wala na yung kilig involvement na, please do this because, you know, it will really make her eyes pop out. No, binibigay ko na lang na para akong okay, ganyan. Para kapag natapos na yung pageant at in-unfollow ako, kasi let's face it, I hate to break this down. Oh my God, talagang ganit. Bakit? Parang ano lang eh, gamitan lang talaga at the end of the day. And it hurts. Yun ang one of the hardest lessons I've learned in being a pageant vlogger, na parang not everyone will like you. Not everyone will appreciate for you. I'm not saying that everyone has to thank me for what I've been doing to them. Pero sana yung parang ano lang, parang masakit. So ngayon, natututo na ako na mag-distansya. Ngayon, ang daming mga MUP, yung mga merdies, kinikilig ako pag nag-repost sila ng mga OOTD sila, ang ganda-ganda, pero parang heart na lang ako sa, hindi na ako mag-DM. Ang ganda mo, sis! Ang ganda mo! Keep that look for Miss Universe! Hindi ko na ginaganon. Ayoko na magkaroon ng emotional investment. So, lahat ng mga sinabi sa akin ni Jason, ni Tita Lavinia, ni Sir Briggs, na nag-uumpisa pa lang ako ng 2016, natututunan ko the hard way. Huwag ka magtiwala sa mga ganitong tao, ganyan-ganyan, yung mga lahat, tama sila. Ang dami-dami kong natututunan. So kung wala rin itong mga taong nag-guide sa akin, wala kayong Adam Genato na nilo-look up to right now because, you know, I feel like a beauty queen. It takes an entire village to make an Adam Genato. Trust! So
I'm actually so grateful, Sir Adam, that you decided to also tell this story or this side of being a pageant vlogger. That it's not all fun and games. You know, pag narinig ko yung sinasabi mo kanina that you are somehow parang having, you know, sadness na naaalala mo that you're helping this girl and then all of a sudden parang ginamit ka lang pala. It doesn't also happen with pageant vloggers din kasi. It also happened with the pageant fans. Yun yung minsan nakakalungkot sa industriya. Lalo na kapag yung industriya ay meant or tingin ng tao ay meant lang for entertainment, that when they decide to drop someone out, wala na talaga. And they forget to give value to those people na hindi lang naman basta tumulong sa kanila, but also push them to be better. So, hindi kasi nakikita ng ibang tao yun, na yung pageantry, hindi lang naman talaga, pageantry vlogging is not just about reposting, it's not just about supporting the girls, but also investing your time, investing your effort, investing your appreciation, and investing your person in totality. Kasi at the end of the day, time mo naman yun eh. Effort mo yun eh. You are giving that much of your time, of your effort to one individual na wala kang alam or uncertain ka if they're gonna give back the same thing to you. So ito yung mga hindi naiintindihan ng tao because they think na masaya mag-pageant vlogging. As what you've said earlier, akala nila kumakain lang kayo sa events. Akala nila pa-picture-picture lang kayo. Pa-vlog lang kayo. But then, since you have mentioned that, Sir Adam, I also want to know, as for the final question for this evening, sa mga gustong mag-pursue ng pageant vlogging, especially lalo na sa mga bata na pageant fan, na akala nila masaya ang mundo ng pageantry. But learning from Tita Lavinia that you have to learn how to compartmentalize your life from your career, from your hobby, and learning from Sir Adam na hindi lahat marunong mag-give back, and it sometimes costs you your little innocence when it comes to appreciation. Ano yung ma-advise nyo sa mga tao na gusto mag-pursue ng pageant vlogging, and ano yung dapat nilang tandaan when it comes to upholding their core? Tita, ikaw naman. Because I like the hugot of Sir Adam.
Wait lang, baka naman pwede mo ko i-indulge saglit lang. Gusto ko lang sagutin tong si Ivana Malawi. Ewan ko kung nababasa mo siya. Sabi niya, kiniklaim kasi ni Tita na siya ang nakadiscover kay Miss International. Hindi binigyan ng credit. Pero the truth is, nakalimutan lang siya ng Miss International. Example yun pero babalik lang tayo. A lot of the pageant girls kasi, sometimes, napupunta talaga sila sa mga camps. And, you know, when they are with certain camps, meron talaga dun mga tipong history na hindi na kailangan halungkatin pa. I did not discover our current Miss International for the record, pero sa akin siya unang nagpa-interview. Okay, so I did not discover her. There were a number of people who discovered her nasa Australia pa lang. So, advice ko lang sa mga pageant girls, you know, every once in a while, go back to your roots. Wala namang masama. Ikaw din mismo, Joy, di ba naalala mo parang na-mention mo may ibang nag-handle sa'yo. We only have to read between the lines kung okay kayo o hindi. Pero, you know, just give the recognition back. Kahit na meron ka ng mas mabigat na backer. Now, going to your question, advice sa mga magbo-vlog. Ito hindi masyadong nasasabi. Have a friend. Have a friend na tutulong sa'yo sa technical side of vlogging. Kasi kami ni Adam, ang go-to person namin si Pageantology 101, si Edge Tenoria. Minsan kasi merong yung katulad yan, mga tax issues, kailan ka makakamonetize, saan dadating yung pera, kumbaga, magkaroon ka ng parehong friend at least sa industry na pero nagkakausap kayo, ano ba yung mga changes, are we allowed to do this, are we no longer allowed to post this, ganun. So medyo may mag-usap kayo sa technical side ng mga channel ninyo. Another is matuto kayong mag-edit. Bakit? Kasi as much as okay yung na meron kang binabayarang tao to make your videos beautiful, minsan kasi ubos oras yun eh. Ready ka na sa content mo pero hindi pa na ilalabas kasi syempre busy pa yung tao. Kapag may kita, hati pa yan sa ibang tao. So, make sure na kapag sigurado ka nang mag-vlog, yung technical side na ayos mo na. Kasi yung artistic side na yan, hindi ka naman mag-vlog ng isang bagay na wala kang interest eh. So, kailangan maging interesante ka. Minsan yung boyfriend ko nagtatanong, hindi ka ba nauubusan ng topic? Hindi ka ba nauubusan ng sasabihin? Sabi ko, ako kasi, kahit na hindi siya pageant season, dahil interest ko siya, may paghuhugutan ako. I can talk about clothes, I can talk about history, I can talk about other pageants out there. Kumbaga, meron akong pinopondo. So, if you're gonna try vlogging, make sure na malawak, na meron kang fallback. Paminsan-minsan nag-i-interview ako. So, I kind of mix it up, but it's still within the same subject. So, pag mag-vlog ka, make sure na may pondo ka pagdating sa subject mo, topics mo.
So, I'd like to reiterate lang po, first is have a friend. Second is find a go-to person when it comes to editing skills. Or better yet, mag-aral ka. Mag-aral ka ng technical side. Because it's also about your content. It's important that you have your personal touch when it comes to the posts that you're letting people see in you. And of course, I'd also like to point out, Tita, yung sa sinabi mo kanina, when it comes to, like, it's gonna take if not much of your time. Kaya I also like that you say na mag-invest when it comes to pageantry, and of course yung learning process din kasi niya about the post that you're gonna say, yung topics na i-consider mo. So I like that you have pointed that out kasi bihira nga siyang nababanggit na importante kasi laging sinasabi just have to be yourself, maging active ka lang, post ka lang ng post. You just have to be out there, you just have
Oo,
to
Joy, another thing pa pala na gusto kong i-add kasi na-mention mo be active. Bantayan mo yung content mo. At least for the first few hours, engage with the ones who leave comments. Mag-like ka, pusuan mo, mag-comment ka, and also take control. The only way na mahahawakan mo yung channel mo o kahit na anong social media platform mo is kung nakabantay ka. Tanggalin mo yung mga negatrons doon, tanggalin mo yung mga bastos doon. Huwag mong pabayaan na, they run amok on your page. So, doon pa lang mag-control ka na. But at the same time, magbigay ka na rin ng appreciation doon pa lang. Kasi after a few hours, that's, another content na naman. So, ownership lang ng mga accounts mo.
Yes, and being a vlogger naman, Tita, gives you a sense of power, and you have to use that power to your own advantage, especially when it comes to pagfilter ng comments that you think would be beneficial or would be harmful to your page. So going to Sir Adam naman, ano naman yung mabibigay mo na advices, especially that you have a hugot earlier about the girls or some people na hindi
Guys, wait lang. Saglit lang.
What
for
are
me,
your...
I've got 3 things in mind. Number 1, you have to be knowledgeable. You have to do a lot of research when it comes to doing pageant commentary, basically learning all these pageants. Because let's face it, we repost you girls, we cover you girls in the pageant scene. And as much as we want to campaign for a girl, kunwari, for a girl like you, kung kunwari, hindi ka naman namin nakikitang suitable for this pageant organization as we find you more suitable for another pageant because of your looks, because of your aura, because of how you represent or showcase yourself, kailangan talaga pag-aralan kailangan talaga mag-aral kami. Na alam mo yun, yung hindi lang basta-basta namin kayong, she's the next Miss World, she's the next Miss Universe. We cannot just base everything on potential and performance. You know what I mean? So kailangan tumingin kami beyond, like kunwari ikaw, ang hin mo, tapos gusto mo sumali ka sa Miss Universe Philippines, hindi naman pwede yatang ganon. Alam mo naman sa Miss Universe Philippines or sa Miss Universe, paseksihan ng mga labanan, di ba? So, you really have to do a lot of research, be knowledgeable about a lot of pageants right now, what they're looking for in their winner. Kasi that's where ako, especially as galawang pageant vlogger, I usually base my hot takes based on what the organization is looking for in a winner. Number 2, patience. Ako, took me 4 years. Akala ko nga hindi ko na mapagkakakitaan tong hobby ko eh. Kung wala sila tita sila Arvin, sina Edge who were telling me na, why don't you upload all your videos, or why don't you make a YouTube account to monetize all your videos, sayang naman. So, be patient. Because pageant vlogging is not an overnight thing. It really takes years for you to build an audience. It will take a while for you to boom. Pero once you finally hit that jackpot video, sunod-sunod na yan. So you really have to know what your platform is all about. Kung magaling ka magsalita, mag-YouTube ka. Kung magaling ka sa mga sex videos, mag-TikTok ka. Diba? So you really have to be patient and know what your platform is all about. It takes time. It takes time to grow talaga. And siguro kasama na rin doon siguro yung pagiging flexible mo as a pageant vlogger. Ako talaga, when I came in the industry, wala akong editing skills, wala akong alam talaga. Ngayon, in the advent of social media, nakikita mo na may TikTok na pala, meron na palang ano pa mga bagong apps na Laika, ano pa ba yung mga iba. So you also have to tap the potential of those platforms for your advantage. So ngayon, I'm learning to upload all my interviews slowly doon sa TikTok para magkaroon din ako ng mga brand deals. Kasi may sinabi sa akin sabi sa akin ni Ayin Bernos parang, oh, parang why don't you, sabi niya nung interview ko, sabi niya, why don't you try uploading all these videos on your TikTok account so that's how I score my brand deals, ganyan. So ako naman, oo nga no. So it takes time. So you really have to be patient and trust the process because it won't really be an overnight thing as I was saying. And huwag ka namang hinayang sa mga gastos. Kung mahal ang pumunta ng Miss Universe, go! Passion mo yan. Go! Eventually, marireap mo rin yan. So, yun.
Madedebs ka rin eventually.
Ano ba?
Madedebs ka rin eventually. Ang sama ako.
So, alam mo
Tama
yun.
naman.
So, pandemic ngayon. So, volatile lahat ng volatile ang industry natin ngayon. So, alam mo yun, just have fun with what you're doing. Yun lang. Just let it go. Have fun. Huwag ka basta just keep doing what you love doing. Ako, nabuhay kasi artista mindset ako eh. Nabuhay ako sa kilig eh. Pero aaminin ko, hindi ako habang bubuhayin ng kilig. So you really have to make something. Ako, ang ginawa ko, tingnan mo, fake it till you make it. Wala naman akong connection sa mga showbiz pageant industry, pero dinaan ko sa pagiging bibo o napansin ako, ganun. So, ganun lang. Side hustle lang, magpaka-bibo ka. Gumawa yan si Tita. She's good with the commentaries. Ako naman, magaling ako umeksena, magaling akong, alam mo yun, you have to find your own thing. You have to find your platform, what it's all about, and be patient, be knowledgeable, and trust the process.
I like what you've said earlier po, Sir Adam, about being patient. Parang sa beauty queens lang yan, knowing when to peak. Kasi it's a common mantra of beauty queens, know when to peak. So when you that be patient, and I mean, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come to you. So you just have to work hard for it, and then eventually you'll reap what you saw. It's a common it's common knowledge for everybody that as long as you work hard for something, talagang eventually something valuable is gonna come to you. So maraming salamat po for all the advices that you have given tonight. It's really a fruitful discussion for me. I've learned a lot. I've seen the other side of pageantry vlogging because I myself thought before na parang, ay, madali lang naman yan, magsusulat ka lang, kukuha ka lang ng photos, and then everything like that. And then some girls, magtatampo pa if hindi ka na po-post. But then, hearing all those words, all those statements from the both of you, I've learned that it's also hard also to maintain that kind of credibility, and at the same time, yung parang i-pursue yung passion even if it drains out everything from you. So thank you so much, Tita Lavinia. Thank you so much, Sir Adam, for this opportunity. I'll be forever grateful for all the help, especially for this interview this evening. I've learned a lot. And to all our viewers who have stayed with us, grabe, hindi bumaba masyado yung viewers natin. So thank you so much. I believe talaga that you guys have your platform and your followers know it. So maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have learned a lesson or two. First, from Sir Adam is be knowledgeable, be patient if you want to be a vlogger, and be flexible. Utilize all the platforms that you can. And of course, from Tita Lavinia, find a friend. It's really important. Especially in times of pandemic, kailangan mo ng masasandalan at not just someone who can help you through technical things. Second,
Hi, Tita B, I love you. Na-I-love-yuhan na si Tita B. Inaantay niya sa buhay niya.
Hi, Tita B.
And of course, shout out po kay Tita B. Thank you so much. I hope I meet you soon also. Sayang hindi ko kayo na-invite for this evening. But then, maraming salamat po ulit. And I hope that everyone learned a lesson or two that no passion is not worthy of doing. But as long as you put yourself out there, you allot your time, your effort, and your everything into what you're doing, then it's gonna be fruitful, as you can see from Sir Adam and of course from Tita Lavinia. So once again, thank you so much for watching our tonight's live. Thank you, Tita.
Joy,
Thank you, Sir
keep up the good
Adam.
job that you have been doing.
Thank you.
Oo, push ng push.
Whether it's for your pageant career or another venture,
Yes.
nakakatuwa talaga.
Thank you.
Perfect representation of
Great
what
use of
Africa
spare
is all
time.
about.
Thank you so much. Because I've always been vocal na sabi ko, gusto ko talaga na mag-engage, not just with the fans, but also with the people who has something to do with my advocacy, who has something to do with pageantry itself. Kasi ayoko naman maging half-baked candidate na nandyan lang para rumanda. I wanna be seen as someone who is relatable. I wanna be seen as someone who is also human. So, thank you for letting them see that side of pageantry that most people don't.
Halimaw, Joy. Halimaw.
Thank you so much po. Again, maraming salamat and endless gratefulness to everyone in the live. And of course, to Tita B, to Tita Lavinia, and to Sir Adam, and of course, to Sir Carlo for arranging this
Yes,
interview.
Carlo.
Hi, Carlo.
Again,
Hi,
I
Carlo.
am
Thank you
Joy
for having
Barcoma,
us.
and thank you for watching the special episode of Matters That Matter. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Tita.
Matters That
Good night, Sir
Matter.
Adam.
Good night.
Good night.
Basag si Adam. Good night.
Good night po.
Woo!